Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? My name is Michael Rutherford. It is January 2nd, Saturday morning, 12 Pacific in the afternoon here in San Diego. I've got a great friend of mine, T. Caudron, calling in from the Bay Area. Say what's happening, T.
What's happening, T?
Oh, man. Well, look, I'm happy to be on the call. We're going to take 10 minutes. My phone says 12:01. When it hits 12:10, we're going to be off the call, and it's our goal to give you a 10,000-foot perspective about pure therapeutic ketones, our product Keto OS, which is a powder you mix with water, you drink it, and it'll give you therapeutic benefits of ketones in your body. Tell you what the heck that means, why you should care, tell you that it tastes like an orange creamsicle, and then for the entrepreneur that's on the phone, or even the person who doesn't know they're an entrepreneur, but they get the benefits of our product and they can't shut up about it, we're going to talk a little bit about how that works too. So I can't think of a better person other than me, because I just get to host the call. Can't think of another person than T to share with you. She's been in the health and fitness space for a long time, coached thousands of people, has got a PhD in this conversation, literally, and figuratively, both in books and in life. But T, kind of hit us a little bit. Tell us very quickly your career, why this product, when it fell in your lap, was a perfect fit, and kind of set the call.
Great. Thanks, Michael. So at this stage, I run large group nutrition programs that are focused on a quick start in changing someone's eating patterns into a healthy eating pattern. And like all of us can imagine how it is when you start pulling sugar, maybe you're doing it right now, and wheat and alcohol, God forbid, out of your diet for a period of time, you start detoxing. And the reason that happens in part is that your body's used to running on glucose. It's used to breaking your food down, turning it into glucose, and that system burns fast. So you have lots of ups and downs in your blood sugar, your mood is really variable, and it's hard to stabilize your energy. Now, we have another system, which is our body is designed to actually burn our own body fat and burn dietary fat and turn it into ketones. But it's funny how most of us haven't heard of that. And the reason we haven't heard of that is that the modern diet puts us in a state where we're mostly glucose-burning machines, and we don't know how to become fat-adapted and start to burn fat. So what's amazing is that in the past, we had to put people on really restrictive carbohydrate diets or short fasts to get them to turn into a fat-burning machine. It could take some people 3 to 4 weeks before that would kick in, and definitely not easy. And when the Keto OS fell into my lap, it's a breakthrough because it's the first therapeutic ketone on the market that you can drink and it tastes good. So what it is when you drink Keto OS, within an hour, your blood, and you can measure it, that's the company's name, Prüvit, your blood has a therapeutic level of ketones. Now, that's really amazing because what that means is that ketones have been used therapeutically in medicine, functionally with athletes for 50 years basically, and there's research before that going back 80, 100 years. So if you go and Google ketones plus athletic performance, ketones plus brain, ketones plus cancer, there is so much research around the benefits of ketones in the body. And the problem prior to now has been that it's been very hard to actually produce those in your body. And now we have this breakthrough solution, which is you can drink them and it tastes like an orange dreamsicle. So the result of that is different for different people. And if you look at a cancer of Keto OS, you can see the list of benefits that come from the research on ketones in the literature. For me personally, one of the biggest benefits that I've had, I have adult ADD, and it's been like a windshield wiper for my brain. So it's reduced basically my brain fog. I'm able to focus, to follow through, which has been amazing. And for my clients, a big thing that it's helped them with is transitioning their diet to a healthier diet because it helps with those cravings, it helps stabilize energy, it helps with mood, and a host of other things. Michael?
I love it. No, you nailed it. It's funny. I'm actually holding a canister. I walk around the house with it all the time. And, I mean, if you just took a cross-reference of America today, I had to go to a couple of banks and move money from one to the other. So I was in public for quite a while today. and I had to go to the grocery store. So as you look around, it doesn't take a person with 20/20 vision to see that most people need to experience a little fat loss in their life, especially right now. It's 2 days after the first of the year. I can tell you ketones in my body have helped me cut almost 50 pounds of body fat, and at the same time increased my energy. Most people walk around overweight and have no energy, even though the fat on their body is energy, but their bodies are incapable of burning that energy. It'd be like driving down the car with 7 gas tanks, but there's no hookup. There's no hookup to actually use the fuel. Oh, I'm so glad this is recorded.
Right.
Think about that. So, like, imagine your car has, like, gas tanks, like an entire trailer full of gas, but there's no hookup. There's no way to flip the switch to switch fuels. That's what your body's like. Most of us walk around with tens of thousands of calories of body fat that you can't actually tap into to burn because you got glucose present in your body. And this product is significant for that reason. Isn't that cool?
That is great. That is so great, Michael. And I think that is the frustration in weight loss, is that people know that they have body fat to burn, they can feel it, and yet they're hungry, they're cranky, they're tired because they're trying to restrict calories and not getting results. So it is absolutely amazing to have a product that actually elevates ketones. And what that means is that when your ketones are elevated, you get these benefits of appetite suppression and stable energy and mood and mental clarity. And so that means that you can actually have the ability to transition so your body can become able to burn your own body fat and use glucose to go back and forth. So it really helps you to move your body into the state where it can be like a Prius. It can be dual fuel.
Isn't that cool? It's so cool when just to learn. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff 6, 8, 10 months ago. Nothing. Didn't know anything. Thought the word ketones was, when it was said to me, I thought the guy was saying keystones, like the beer. I'm like, oh yeah, I know a lot. I know a lot about keystones, man. You get like 30 of them for $10. He's like, no, ketones. I'm like, I'll get back to you. So a little Google search, a little YouTube search, you'll find research on ketones, on all kinds of really cool, gnarly ways to benefit the body, from the brain to the heart to muscles. I mean, there's all these really neat benefits of having ketones in your system. And as an entrepreneur, I heard this product with two sets of ears. The first of which was a fat, tired, lethargic guy who didn't know how to eat food and didn't feel good. So I'm like, A, if it can help me feel better and not look and feel the way I do, I'm in. And B, as an entrepreneur, if it works for me, chances are it's going to work for the majority of America. If you'll pay me to share it, and I don't have to sell it, but pay me to share it, I'm all over it. And that's what's been really fun. But T, as a professional, as somebody that's been in the health and wellness industry for years and years, and you've helped coach thousands of people, as a practitioner, how big of a switch is this for you, or how much of an addition is it that you now can give people essentially, I hate to call it a shortcut, but you're giving them a simple solution to get started in the right direction?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll say that this is a brand new category in the entire nutrition and supplement industry. In a few years, we're going to see ketones in food, the same way we see fiber added to food. So as an entrepreneur, you're standing on the threshold of what will be a multi-billion-dollar industry. The supplement for the size of the supplement industry for creatine, which some of you may know about, but it's more in the athletic industry, is $2 billion. So the size of this is going to be gigantic. And so as an entrepreneur, we're on the threshold of opening up this big market. And Prüvit, under the leadership of Brian Underwood, who is a strategic genius. He is amazing the way he understands positioning and technology. You have the opportunity to be with the leading company who's opening up this market. And the reason it's so important that we share the conversation is it's a new story that we have to explain to people about how the nutrition industry is being disrupted. And luckily, like Michael said, you don't have to be an expert because our product literally takes an effect within an hour, and it's a drink. So all you have to do is be able to mix it up and give it to someone and say, hey, drink this, tell me how you feel, and read the list of benefits and pick the one that's yours. So as a wellness professional, the opportunity for me was that I got to structure my program in a completely different way and bring in a product that was going to help people so much, and also something that they were going to be able to share with their grandmother who's having trouble focusing, or their husband who was just getting over surgery, or their daughter who had a math test and she has trouble being calm when she sits down for that. So it's been really exciting to be a part of a company that is so well led, so well resourced, well financed, owns its own manufacturing, has a clear supply chain for the product, and to be with a product that has such a great effect that you can feel it within an hour, and to have the business model where you're actually sharing it peer-to-peer, which is the way this needs to be done right now. You're not going to see this product at GNC or Whole Foods. So when you start right now, you're with the leader, and there's actually no competition in this moment. This is a patented product. Wait, a lot of people are going to jump into the space, but being with the leading company is a very big deal to me as an entrepreneur and also as someone who shares the product and a customer.
I love it. I agree 100%. And that's what's really cool. Everything that's big today started with an idea, some samples, a friends and family experience, a go-live launch, and really a rollout sequence. Then they started really expanding. Then they went international. Then they hit critical mass. And now you know them as household names. So what's really cool is we're on the front end of something pretty exciting. And for those of you that didn't know what ketones were until this call, just dive into that rabbit hole a little bit, get back with the person that invited you to the call. Just know T's not just going to put her name on something without spending a month's worth of due diligence on it and testing it and tinkering with it personally. And I encourage you to reach the person that invited you to the call, get enrolled with us, participate in our promoter plan, which means get the product and share it with people that you think could benefit from having ketones as a fuel source. And just know you don't have to be an expert. We have experts. We've created the whole model for you. You just have to hand out samples and enroll people when they say, wow, what is that? How do I get some? But, T, we're right at 10 minutes. Thanks so much for being on the call and sharing. Have an amazing day, everybody. Happy New Year, and welcome to Prüvit. Welcome to Better. Welcome to Keto OS. Talk to you all soon.
Thanks,
Bye.
Michael. Thanks, everyone. Bye.